Thank you so much, Matt. We're getting the national anthem finished up, and then we're about ready to get things underway. And there's the tail end of the national anthem here at the Sulphur Springs High School main gym, where the Ladycats volleyball team, led by head coach Bailey Dorner, are hosting the Longview Lady Lobos for a hotly contested district matchup between two District 15 5A teams fighting for playoff positioning. The Sulphur Springs Ladycats are number 4 in the district, and the Longview Lady Lobos one game behind at number 5. Introducing the starting lineups for both teams is assistant coach David Carrillo. Let's join him as he does it.
Number 4, Barbara Alexander. Number 5, Inacio Johnson. Number 6, Anna Skinner. Number 7, Camry Duffy. Number 8, Brianna Carver. Number 9, Anaya Reynolds. Number 10, Lyric Shaw. Number 11, Kyra Taylor. Number 12, Kennedy Jeffrey. Number 13, Mariah Thompson. Number 14, Janaya Green. Number 15, Jane Jones. Varsity assistant is Sarah Ashcroft. Assistant coach Gordon Thomas and Sharonda Lowe. And now introducing your Sulphur Springs Ladycats.
Just as Coach David Carrillo said, it's time for the Sulphur Springs Ladycats.
Number 2, Brooklyn Burnside. Number 3, Messiah Dugan. Number 4, Peyton Hammond. Number 5, AJ Dodd. Number 6, Lady Hurst. Number 7, Ellie Kate Daniel. Number 9, Molly Maker. Number 10, Kinsley Smallwood. Number 11, Vincent Bryant. Number 12, Barry Taylor. Number 13, Ashton Wall. Number 15, Ashley Hurley. And head coach and corner assistant by Jared Hammond and David Carrillo and Tracy. Good luck, ladies.
So both starting lineups have been announced by assistant coach David Carrillo, and we are about ready to get this game underway between the Sulphur Springs Ladycats and the Longview Lady Lobos. Should be a really good matchup between these two teams, as Sulphur Springs, as I mentioned before the starting lineups got announced, that they come into this matchup 17-12 overall and 3-2 in district, good enough for the number 4 team in District 15 5A as it currently stands. I mentioned after the broadcast the Hallsville loss last Tuesday, that the loss to Hallsville would have put the Sulphur Springs Ladycats as the number 3 team in District 15 5A, but it unfortunately put them all the way at number 4. And this game is really good because even through a lot of teams in District 15 5A, a lot of volleyball teams have played 5 games up to this point. Some of them have played 6. And as it currently stands, Texas High is 5-0 in district. Marshall at 4-1. Hallsville, after beating Sulphur Springs last Tuesday, they have a bye today, but they currently sit at 4-2. So even if the Sulphur Springs Ladycats beat the Longview Lady Lobos in this game coming up, Sulphur Springs will be 4-2 in district, and they will be tied with Hallsville. And being that Hallsville beat Sulphur Springs last Tuesday, they currently would hold the tiebreaker over Sulphur Springs. So I'm sure Coach Bailey Dorner is going to be thinking about that heading into their next matchup. But the Longview Lady Lobos just one game behind Sulphur Springs in District 15 5A standings at 2-3. So Sulphur Springs again 3-2. So if Longview is able to beat Sulphur Springs on their home court tonight, they would tie Sulphur Springs in District 15 5A standings and have the tiebreaker at the moment. Ready to get this game underway. Serving for Longview is number 13, AJ Dodd, with the first dig for Sulphur Springs on the game. Side Dugan going for him for the kill, but that's way out of bounds. Hits the Longview bench for the first point on the game, scored by Longview. So after that first point, Longview leads 1-0. Serving Longview again. Hammock with the set. She's so good at it. And Dugan won't be denied on that one as she kills. That was a very nice kill by Dugan, and I gotta say, you know, her game isn't perfect yet. She just joined this varsity team this year, but she provides a lot of youth, energy, and skill at the front of the net, and so I'm sure Coach Bailey Dorner will be looking to her number in the future. Paris Pickett serving for Sulphur Springs. Wow, kind of a weird hit from Longview there, but Brooklyn Burnside with the kill! Wow! An emphatic kill at that one, folks, as Sulphur Springs takes the lead for the first time on the night at 2-1 over the Longview Lady Lobos. Paris Pickett serving again for Coach Bailey Dorner's team. Clears the net. Libero gets the dig for Longview. And Hammock tries to surprise them with the kind of the sky hook, but Longview responds, sends it back over. Bryant sends it back over to Longview. And Lainey Hurst with a nice dig. Very nice dig. Crimson Bryant tries to get the kill, but it's rejected by Longview. Sulphur Springs tries to surprise them thanks to a free pass from Peyton Hammock, but Longview is able to respond to Sir, and it falls to the ground. A point for Sulphur Springs. Man, I gotta say, this place is electric here tonight. Got a good crowd here of Ladycats faithful, as there's the better part of 100 here. And serving again, Paris Pickett. Libero for Sulphur Springs. Ooh, a powerful hit from Crimson Bryant, and she's kind of smirking like she knew that one was had just a little too much sauce on that one. But point for Longview, so they trail by 1 now at 3-2. Serving for Longview is number 8. AJ Dodd comes in with a dig, set by Lainey Hurst. Hammock sends it over backwards, one of her favorite methods. 2 hits for Longview, but they get it back over to AJ Dodd with the dig, but just a little bit too awkward of a hit as gives Longview and it falls to the ground. So Longview gets the point. The game is tied up at 3-all, the first tie of the game. Serving in for Longview is number 8, Brianna Converse. She clears the net. AJ Dodd with a powerful dig that goes clear over the net, and Burnside gets the kill. Wowee. It cannot be overstated just how much senior Brooklyn Burnside provides to this team, and you see it on kills like that where she's able to just almost like a reflex come in and get the quick kill and catch the opposing team off balance, and wow, is she talented. Coach Bailey Dorner sure is going to miss her next year, but good news is she's still got her for 7 more district games. And then however well the Ladycats volleyball team do in the playoffs. But for now, they focus on Longview, leading here 4-3 in set 1. Molly Maker serving for the Ladycats. Number 11 comes in with the dig. Number 3 sends it over, at least she tries to, as it goes clear into the net. Another point for Sulphur Springs as they now lead by 2. Their matches their highest lead in the game here early in set 1. At 2 points, they lead 5-3. So serving again is Molly Maker. AJ Dodd subs out, coming in as Castlin Hurley. And Molly Maker clears the net. Number 11 with the dig. 3 sends it over, and she won't be denied on that one as it clears the net. Passing wall, going for the kill. It's a powerful one, and it goes clear out of bounds. Point for Longview. Their deficit is back at 1 at 5-4. So we'll see if the Longview Lady Lobos can tie it up again on this next serve. And serving is the libero, number 4, Amira Alexander. Amira serving. She clears it. Paris Pickett with the dig. Hammock with the set. Wall going in for the kill. And she gets it. Right in between the libero, Amira Alexander, and number 8, Brianna Converse. So they're able to just split the defenders and get the point for Sulphur Springs. Back up to a 2-point lead for Coach Bailey Dorner's squad here in set 1 at 6-4. Serving now for Sulphur Springs after the point is number 4, setter, Peyton Hammock. Nice dig there from Longview to keep the ball in play. Number 3 trying to surprise him with the free pass, but it hits the net. So it will be a point for Sulphur Springs as it just couldn't stay without hitting the pole over the net. So Peyton Hammock serving for Sulphur Springs again. 13 sets it for Longview. Powerful hit incoming, but Hammock with a nice dig. Pickett with the set, but it clears the net. And wow, able to get past some Sulphur Springs defenders. It looks like Peyton Hammock might have gotten her hands on it, but it still fell on the ground near the back line. So it will be a point for Longview. They lead by, they trailed by 2 again at 7-5 now. Serving for Longview after getting the point is Skinner. Burnside going in for the kill. But Skinner with a nice dig, but it goes clear out of bounds. Another point for Sulphur Springs on the kill from Brooklyn Burnside. Back up to a 3-point lead here in set 1 versus the Longview Lady Lobos, 8-5. So after getting the kill, Brooklyn Burnside will be serving for Coach Bailey Dorner's team. Leading 8-5, clears the net. And 2 players for Longview come in for the dig, but they're able to keep the ball in play. Wall with a nice dig, clear across the net. And Dugan sends it right back to sender. Wow. Nice heads-up play from the underclassman there to get the point for Sulphur Springs. And 4-point lead for the Ladycats, their biggest lead of the night here in set 1. Burnside serves. Ribeiro is able to dig it, but digs it clean into the Longview bench. Another point for Sulphur Springs. So after leading by 2 at 7-5, Sulphur Springs was able to get 3 straight points, now leading by 5 at 10-5. They've got double the points on Longview, but as a result, the coach for Longview calling a timeout as she doesn't want to let this set 1 slip away, so we're going to take a timeout with them, and when we return, we will see who can continue to make that final step forward here in set 1. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the SSHS main gym. We've got set 1 of the Ladycats volleyball team taking on Longview. The Ladycats have the ball on their side of the court, but Brooklyn Burnside is able to make something out of nothing and send it right back to Longview. Hammock with the powerful dig. Whoa! Oh! So almost a very nice heads-up play there from Sulphur Springs to kind of keep the ball in play, but it goes clear out of bounds when it crosses the net. A point for Longview coming out of the Longview timeout. Back to a 4-point deficit for the visiting Lady Lobos at 10-6 now. So serving for Longview, yes, number 2, Fatima Traore. And Caslin Hurley able to clear the net. Nice powerful attack there, but Longview, wow, a nice rejection from Sulphur Springs, and it goes clear out of bounds. A point for the Ladycats. A great set of plays there from Sulphur Springs, led by Coach Bailey Dorner to get another point. Back up to a 5-point lead for Sulphur Springs. So now leading 11-6, serving after the Ladycats got the point on the attack out of bounds from Longview is Lainey Hurst. Nice dig there from Longview to keep the ball up. And number 13 with the powerful attack, but not before Peyton Hammock can get the dig. Bryant sends the ball over, but libero, number 4, Alexander, is able to keep the ball up with a nice dig. But she floats it over. Again, Alexander. Paris Pickett with the set. Bryant looking for the kill, but it goes straight into number 2, Traore. And wow, a nice heads-up play there from Bryant, as it looks like maybe a Longview ball could have gone clean and hit the Sulphur Springs side of the court. But wow, a very interesting play there as it kind of fell right off the chest of a Longview player as it looked like it was going out of bounds. She kind of like when you're sitting at when you got a yellow light coming up and you have the split-second decision to stop or go, and she just hesitated too long as the ball hit her on the chest as it was going out of bounds. A point for Sulphur Springs. They lead 12-6. Lainey Hurst serving again, and that goes out of bounds. A quick point for Longview. So after the quick point from Longview, 2 quick points from Sulphur Springs coming out of the Longview timeout, and both teams have split 2 points each. Now the Ladycats lead 12-7. Hurst with the dig. And wow, Dugan with the fake, and Caslin Hurley is able to get the kill. An impressive play from Sulphur Springs there, and Dugan to put the lead back at 6 for Sulphur Springs. And as far as I can tell, that is at least the second kill from Messiah Dugan here early in set 1. Libero Alexander comes in for the dig. Powerful hit, but Hurst digs it clear out of bounds. So that will be a point for Longview. And now it is a 13-8 game. The Sulphur Springs Ladycats lead. And I'm sorry, Sulphur Springs was awarded the point on that possession, so it's a 14-7 lead, and now that's 2 straight. So, I'm sorry, now it's 3 straight. So 15-7, the Ladycats lead. They lead by 8 over the visiting Longview Lady Lobos here early in set 1. Serving for Coach Bailey Dorner's squad is A.J. Dodd. Skinner with the set, but a nice rejection from Dugan and Hammock there to send the ball right back to the sender. Another floater coming in from Longview as it clears the net. Bryant going in for the kill, but it's rejected. Ooh, and a nice heads-up play there by Lainey Hurst to set the ball right back to her teammates, but it goes clear into the net. No Ladycats around to make something of it, so a point for Longview, back to a 7-point lead for Sulphur Springs at 15-8. Serving for Longview, number 13, Mariah Thompson. Thompson clears it. Hammock sets it. Dugan coming in for the kill, but she sends it into the net. So another point for Longview. That's 2 straight for the Lady Lobos here in set 1. They trail by 6 again at 15-9. Serving for Longview is again Thompson. Hurst comes in with a high-flying dig. Dugan comes in for the kill, and it goes right past a Longview Lady Lobo. That was number 7, Jacamry Duffy, and just had too much velocity there as she just didn't have enough time to react to it. So a point for Sulphur Springs. They lead by 7 again at 16-9. Paris Pickett serving for Sulphur Springs, but she gets the ace. A nice ace there from Paris Pickett to get another point for Sulphur Springs. They lead 17-9 here in set 1 as the Longview Lady Lobos know this set 1 is getting away from them, so they call a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them, and when we return, we'll see if the Sulphur Springs Ladycats volleyball team can't take set 1 versus the Longview Lady Lobos. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Sulphur Springs High School main gym as we've got a little behind-the-scenes action as we've got set 1 of the Ladycats volleyball team hosting the Longview Lady Lobos here at the main gym. They're leading big here in set 1, 17-9, as they've been able to ride some momentum here in the last 10 points to take a pretty big lead here over the Longview Lady Lobos. Heads-up play there by Hurst for the dig. Brooklyn Burnside going in for the kill, and she gets it. First point coming out of the Longview timeout goes to Sulphur Springs as Brooklyn Burnside gets yet another kill, notching it into to her totals as Paris Pickett serving again for Sulphur Springs after the Burnside kill. Wow! Powerful kill there from the Longview Lady Lobos for the point. They now trail by 8 at 18-10. So after the Longview point and a powerful kill at that, serving for the Lady Lobos, trailing 18-10 is number 8, Brianna Converse. Dig from A.J. Dodd. Burnside going in for the floater. Libero Alexander comes in with the dig. And Burnside sends it into the rafters, but Burnside sends it right back. I'm sorry, that was Bryant who had the dig in, a high-flying dig. Hurst with the set. Burnside tries to come in and get the kill, but Longview keeping it up. Number 3, as she just couldn't get the set that she wanted as the ball somewhat harmlessly fell to the ground. Another point for Sulphur Springs. They lead 19-10. So serving for the Ladycats is number 9, Molly Maker. She sends it clear over the net. Wow, they try to catch the Sulphur Springs Ladycats by surprise with the floater. But wow, a kill from Addison Wall just kind of skips across the net like a rock being skipped across the water and pretty awkwardly fell to the ground. But Coach Bailey Dorner and her team will take it as they lead 20-10. Some substitutions for Sulphur Springs right now as Addison Wall comes out. Subbing in for her is number 7, Ellie Kate Daniel, who hasn't got a whole lot of time this year. New varsity joined in from JV last year. Molly Maker with the ace as it just narrowly falls into the corner near the back line. Wow. So the lead for Sulphur Springs here is now 11 at 21-10. She serves again, but the libero, Alexander, was not going to let her get another ace, the second straight. Maker does come in for the dig, though. Burnside with the kill! Wow. That is now the 4th straight point for the Ladycats volleyball team here in set 1 versus the Longview Lady Lobos. And Burnside gets the kill. Jesus. It cannot be stated enough, folks. She is a dynamic player as Molly Maker is able to get the ball to skip the net. But Burnside, her block just didn't go the way she wanted as it still fell onto the Sulphur Springs side of the court. A point for Longview, back to an 11-point deficit for the Lady Lobos here in set 1 at 22-11. Serving is libero Alexander. Paris Pickett with a very low dig. Just about made it onto the ground, and Molly Maker, and she gets the kill. Wowie. Another point for Sulphur Springs. They lead big here in set 1 at 23-11. And some more substitutions for Coach Bailey Dorner's squad as A.J. Dodd comes out. Coming in for her is number 4, Peyton Hammock. Extremely talented setter, but man, is she a good server as she clears the net. Number 7 going in for a powerful attacker, something of a floater. Paris Pickett with the set. Ellie K. Daniel, but just narrowly misses out of bounds. And Coach Bailey Dorner and the team have a smile on their face as, well, that one just narrowly missed. So nothing you can do but just kind of walk it off and get ready for the next one. The Ladycats lead here by 11 again at 23-12. Serving for Longview is Anna Skinner, and she clears it. Burnside going in for the kill, and she gets it. Another point for Sulphur Springs. They are a mere 1 point away from taking set 1 in dominating fashion at 24-12. The energy in here is electric, folks, as these Ladycat fans can smell what's coming. Burnside serving, and she gets the ace for the final point of set 1, and Sulphur Springs wins set 1 in dominating fashion versus the visiting Longview Lady Lobos, 25-12. A great set 1 by Sulphur Springs, responding after their Tuesday loss in Hallsville, and we're going to take a quick timeout, and when we return, we'll talk all things set 1 and lead us into set 2. We'll be back here in just a moment. Welcome back to the main gym here at Sulphur Springs High School as we've got Ladycats volleyball. They were able to cruise through set 1, and it's a great way to respond here in the first set after their Tuesday loss in Hallsville versus the Ladycats. And Coach Bailey Dorner said last Tuesday, not this last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before that, as last Friday they had one of their 2 buys in district play. But it's always tough to win at Hallsville, and I saw at Bobcat Coliseum. They play tough there as Paris Pickett serves for the first time for Sulphur Springs here in set 2. Wow, a powerful kill there from Longview to get things going here in set 2 as they take the lead. And for the second straight set, they scored the first point at 1-0. They lead over Sulphur Springs. Luckily for the Ladycats, led by Coach Bailey Dorner, it proved to be the exact opposite at the end as Sulphur Springs rode their momentum all the way to a big 25-12 set 1 win. And a rejection from Longview there on the block. Wow, an impressive one at that, as it results in another Longview point. So 2 straight coming out of the being dominated in set 1. They lead 2-0 over Sulphur Springs. Serving is again Brianna Converse. Hammock with the set. Wall comes in for the kill, but way out of bounds. Another point for Longview. They lead 3-0 here early in set 2. So not a great start here in set 2 for the Coach Bailey Dorner's Ladycats, but just as I was saying that, Converse sends it straight into the net. So the first point for Sulphur Springs here in set 2 comes on a serving error from Longview. And again, that was Brianna Converse who sent it into the net. So with that, Sulphur Springs will be serving for the first time here in set 2. And with the honors will be number 9, Molly Maker. She's serving, and she sends it into the net. Another point for Longview. They lead here 4-1. So 4 of the first 5 points being scored by Longview. And just as I was talking about Sulphur Springs and a great way to respond in set 1 after their Tuesday loss in Hallsville, Longview responding well here in set 2. Libero Alexander sends it over. Burnside goes in for the kill, and she gets it. So the first point scored by the Ladycats that's not on a serving error from Longview is scored by Brooklyn Burnside. So a 2-point deficit for Coach Bailey Dorner's team now. As serving now for the Ladycats is number 4, Peyton Hammock, and she clears it. Nice set there, but wow. Ooh, that was a nicely drawn up play by Longview there, as I can only describe what looks something like an alley-oop of a type of play from the Lady Lobos. Very nice play there as they're able to get a point and increase their lead back up to 3, now at 2-5. They lead over the Ladycats here in set 2. Serving is Anna Skinner. Molly Maker comes in for the dig. Hammock with the set. Burnside comes in for the kill, but it's blocked out of bounds. A point for the Ladycats. Now just a 2-point deficit again, this time at 3-5. And after the block attempt from Longview went out of bounds, and the Sulphur Springs got the point. Serving for the Ladycats is Brooklyn Burnside. She clears it. Skinner comes in with the set, and she is called for the two-handed violation. So another point for the Ladycats and two quick ones, and now they just trail by one after Longview led by 3 at 2 different points. So a pretty decent comeback from Sulphur Springs. Serving again for the second straight time is Brooklyn Burnside. Wow, a powerful dig there from Longview. Clears the net. Skinner with the set. Number 3 comes in for a powerful kill, but not before Malie Maker comes in for the dig. Hammett comes in with the free pass kill. And that will tie the game up here in set 2 at 5-all. So serving for the fourth straight time is Brooklyn Burnside, or I'm sorry, this is now the third straight time. A powerful dig there from Longview that goes sky high. And number 8 is able to send it straight over the net after it looked like maybe that ball would have fallen to the floor. Castle Hurley comes in for the kill, and she gets it. Ladycats lead here in set 2, 6-5. Again, just mere moments ago, they trailed by as much as 3 at 1-4, 0-3, and 2-5. But now lead 6-5. Serving again is Burnside. Libero Alexander comes in with the dig. Number 3 with the set. And Molly Maker with the diving dig. Nice heads-up play there from the senior. Kinsley Smallwood gets the kill. Wow. I tell you what, Kinsley Smallwood and same thing with Ellie Kate Daniel. These are two talented players, but it's hard to break into a team when you've got so many seniors. And I'm sure Coach Bailey Dorner is not upset at the slightest as another one of her seniors. Brooklyn Burnside is serving again. Messiah Dugan gets the kill. A nice heads-up play there by Messiah Dugan to get another point for the Sulphur Springs Ladycats, and Longview is forced to take a timeout as they trail by 3 now, and we're going to take a timeout with them. And when we return, we'll see if the Sulphur Springs Ladycats can't continue to build on this 3-point lead in set 2. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Sulphur Springs High School main gym as we've got Ladycats volleyball here in set 2 as they look to build on a 3-point lead they've gained after trailing by 3 at several different points here in set 2. Sulphur Springs Ladycats look poised to get another point, but not before Castle Hurley can surprise them with a quick kill. The first point for the Ladycats, the first point scored by either team coming out of the Longview timeout is scored by the Ladycats and Castle Hurley. Burnside serving, but it clears out of bounds. A point for Longview. That will break the streak of 7 straight points for the Ladycats volleyball team as Longview trails by 3 again at 9-6. Serving for Longview is number 2, Fatima. Chord clears the net. And Paris Pickett gets the kill. Nice play there by the libero for Coach Bailey Dorner's squad, Paris Pickett, to get the kill. And some substitutions coming in for the Ladycats volleyball team. Coming out is Kinsley Smallwood and number 9, Molly Maker. And coming in is Lainey Hurst and Addison Wall. Lainey Hurst, as many Ladycats fans will know, was a cross-country runner for Coach Ross Hicks last season, but opted to stick with volleyball, and I'm sure Coach Bailey Dorner is thankful. Hammond comes in for the dig. Dugan gets the kill! Wow. Messiah Dugan continues to come into her own as she continues to make plays for this Ladycat volleyball team, and she has really stepped up against this Longview Lady Lobo team as, again, Longview comes into this game 2-3 in district, 1 game behind Sulphur Springs at 3-2, and if they were able to beat Sulphur Springs today, Longview would be the number 4 team in the district, but the Sulphur Springs Ladycats look poised to get the bounce-back win tonight versus Longview. Castle Hurley tries to catch him with a free pass, and she does it! Wowee! Ooh, some nice heads-up plays from the Ladycats volleyball team here tonight as they continue to build on their lead here over the Longview Lady Lobos here in set 2. They lead by 6. Lainey Hurst serving, and nice dig there from Longview. Keeps the ball up. And Addison Wall with an even more impressive dig as it kind of caught her sideways. Addison Wall gets a kill! Coach Bailey Dorner all smiles on that far sideline as her team has just performed outstanding tonight here versus the Longview Lady Lobos. They lead 13-6 here in set 2 as they look poised to run away with set 2 just as they did in set 1. Lainey Hurst serving. Nice dig there as it goes pretty vertical. Powerful kill incoming, but Hurst gets the dig. Wall coming in, gets the kill. My goodness. We are cooking here in set 2 as the Sulphur Springs Ladycats lead the visiting Longview Lady Lobos 14-6 here in set 2, and they look poised to run away with this set just as they did in the first. And we're going to take a timeout with these two teams. We'll be back here in a moment to see who takes set 2. Welcome back to the Sulphur Springs High School main gym. And we've got a loud crowd of Ladycats faithful here as the Sulphur Springs Ladycats lead big here in set 2, 14-6 after trailing by 3 at 3 different points here earlier in set 2. But these Ladycats, they are on fire here as Lainey Hurst serves for the first time coming out of the Longview timeout. Powerful attack there from Longview, but it clears the line, just about hits the serving line. So coming out of the Longview timeout, the first point goes to the Ladycats. On the error from Longview, so serving again is Lainey Hurst. She clears it. Nice dig there. Even better set. And a powerful attack that's able to clear the net almost from the back line. And Wall tries to get the kill, but it awkwardly hit the top of the net and then even more awkwardly spun out of bounds. So point for Longview. Both teams gotten a point coming out of the Longview timeout. Longview trails 15-7. Serving for the Lady Lobos. After the error from Madison Wall is number 9. And Hurst gets the dig. Hammock with the set. Dugan tries to get the kill, but Dugan is called, or someone is called for the two-handed violation. I assume that would be Peyton Hammock, but another point for Longview, 2 straight, and that's 2 of 3 coming out of the Longview timeout. So are the Lady Lobos finally getting some answers versus the Ladycats volleyball team? We'll find out here in a moment. Castlin Hurley with a powerful kill. And Lady Lobo might have not been so happy to get her hands on that one, as if she hadn't, maybe it would have gone out of bounds and would have been awarded a Longview Lady Lobo point, but instead it's another point for the Ladycats. They lead by 8 again at 16-8 here in set 2. Serving for Sulphur Springs is AJ Dodd. Skinner with the set. Number 8, Converse with a powerful attack, but it's rejected by Sulphur Springs, and another point for the Ladycats. They lead by 9 at 17-8. 2 straight points for Sulphur Springs, 3 of 5 coming out of the timeout for Longview. AJ Dodd serving again. Nice dig there. Even better set by Skinner. And a powerful attack attempt that just didn't go the way they wanted to. And Wall with a powerful attack that's rejected by Longview. She sets it. She gets the kill! Wow! I cannot believe that. What a chain of events for Addison Wall as she is able to send the ball to the net. Longview sends it back, she digs it, and then is able to send it back and get the kill. Clears out of bounds, another point for Sulphur Springs. That's 4 straight for the Ladycats. They lead 19-8 over the visiting Longview Lady Lobos. Serving is AJ Dodd. 4 straight points for the Ladycats as they are cruising all the way to a big set 2 finish. Powerful attack incoming. Hurst is able to come in for the dig. Oh, and just not the powerful set that Peyton Hammock is used to, and a bit of an awkward play there as it looked to be some kind of miscommunication on the Ladycats side of the court. But the point remains the same. The Longview Lady Lobos get a point. They trail by 10 here in set 2, 19-9. Serving is Mariah Thompson. Thompson clears net. Hurst comes in for the dig. And Wall looks like she's going for a powerful attack, but the libero, Alexander's able to come in for a high-flying dig. And a, clear out of bounds. It looks like maybe Lainey Hurst got her hands on it, and that's exactly what the line judge says, is that Lainey Hurst got a hand on it, and thus it is a point awarded to the Longview Lady Lobos. So 2 straight points for Longview. They trail by 9 here in set 2, 19-10. Serving again is Mariah Thompson. Clears it. AJ Dodd, nice dig. Hammock comes in with the set. Dugan, way too powerful attack there, as that one looks like maybe it might have fallen down in this same zip code, but Instead, it goes clear out of bounds back towards the serving line. Another point for Longview. That's 3 straight. They trail by 8 at 19-11. Dodd comes in for the dig. Hammock with the set. Wall comes in for the kill, but a nice block there from Longview results in another Lady Lobos point. That is 4 straight for Longview, as it looks like the Sulphur Springs Ladycats were going to cruise all the way to this finish, and in even more dominating fashion than the first set, but now Longview looking to fight back here in set 2. Wow! But wow! An impressive second effort from Sulphur Springs to keep the ball in play, and an even more impressive dig from Hurst. Wall clears the net. Libero Alexander for Longview comes in. But an impressive kill there from the Longview Lady Lobos gives another point to Longview, and they trail by 3 here after trailing by as much as 11. Coach Bailey Dorner trying to cheer on her team, trying to avoid it, calling a timeout as best she can, but serving again for Longview is Thompson. Dodd comes in with a high flying dig. Hammock with the set. Wall's coming in for the kill, but Alexander cuts another powerful dig. And it goes right by Paris Pickett, so another point for Longview. They trail by 5 here at 19-14 for the Lady Lobos, having a streak of their own, and as a result, Coach Bailey Dorner's got to call a timeout because they have scored 6 straight points over the Ladycats volleyball team to trail by 5 here in set 2, 19-14. We're going to take a timeout. When we return, we'll see if the Sulphur Springs Ladycats can't hang on to win set 2 over the Longview Lady Lobos. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Sulphur Springs High School main gym as we've got the Ladycats volleyball team. They led big earlier in set 2 at 19-8, but after 6 straight points from Longview, forcing Coach Bailey Dorner to call a timeout, Longview now only trails by 5 at 19-14. Longview serves, but Hurst comes in for the dig. Dugan tries to come in for a powerful attack, but wow, Dugan gets a nice second attempt. AJ Dodd is able to send the ball over the net on a play that looks like it was surely going to be points for Longview, but it didn't matter as Longview got a nice second effort to get a point coming out of the timeout. And they now trail by only 4, again, after trailing by 11. So a great comeback from Longview, as that is now 7 straight points for the Lady Lobos. Serving for Longview. After the point, Mariah Thompson clears the net. Hurst comes in for the dig. Hammock with the set, and she tries to surprise him with a free pass, but the libero, Alexander, is able to come in, and A.J. Dodd punches it out of bounds. Another point for Longview. They trail by 3 here at 19-16. This is an amazing comeback by Longview, and their team and their visiting fans and their JV and freshman squads are all too excited. Sulphur Springs side starting to get a little nervous here in set 2. Dugan trying coming in for the kill, but wow, Alexander, the libero for Longview, is able to make a nice adjustment. Dodd comes in for the dig. Wall comes in for the kill, but wow, number 2, Fatima, is able to come in with a nice, powerful attack. Dodd comes in with the dig, and maybe Sulphur Springs is going to be called for the 2-handed violation. It stands there right now. Clear out of bounds. A point for Sulphur Springs, and boy, howdy, did they need it, as it broke a streak of 8 straight points for the Longview Lady Lobos. Sulphur Springs led 19-8 over Longview, and Longview was able to come back and get some points, but not before the Sulphur Springs Ladycats have gotten 2 quick ones coming out of the timeout, or 2 quick ones right after Longview was able to take 2 quick ones. So serving for Sulphur Springs is Paris Pickett. Alexander, low dig. Wow, blocked out of bounds by Brooklyn Burnside. It will be a point for Longview. Back to a 4-point deficit for the visiting Lady Lobos at 21-17. So after the block attempt goes awry for Burnside, serving is Converse for Longview. And Burnside gets the kill. Man, those kills are electric, and they fire up the main gym every time they're successful, and boy howdy, they're successful more often than not. But after the Sulphur Springs point, serving is Molly Maker. She clears it, and a dig in a set goes clear out of bounds, and the attack attempt is not able to get inbound on the pull side, so will be a point for Sulphur Springs. They lead by 6 at 23-17. Serving again is Maker. Straight to the Alexander, the libero for Longview, and the libero Alexander sends it over the net. Hammock sets it. Burnside comes up for the kill, And wow, it looks like maybe two Longview Lady Lobos got their hands on it, but it will not be so. But instead, number 7 for Longview, Jacamry Duffy sends it straight into the net. Another point for Sulphur Springs. And just like that, in a time when it looked like maybe the Ladycats were in danger of losing set 2 and Longview was going to tie it up, instead the Ladycats are leading 24-17. Maker with the dig. And a powerful attack from Kinsley Smallwood to get the final point the Ladycats needed here in set 2 to win set 2, 25-17. Things look like they might get a little bit murky there, but we'll talk all about it when we take a quick timeout. And when we return, we'll talk set 2, and that'll lead us right into set 3. We'll be back here in just a moment. Welcome back to the Sulphur Springs High School main gym as we've got Ladycats volleyball. And this place is electric and fired up as they can kind of smell what's brewing here at the Sulphur Springs High School main gym, with the Ladycats leading 2-0 over the Longview Lady Lobos in a best-of-5 set. So the Longview Lady Lobos, they've definitely fought. They made things very contentious here in set 2 as we've got just under a minute before set 3 gets underway. And they had a really good streak there, as I mentioned several times before we went to commercial break after set 2. The Ladycats led 19-8 before the Longview Lady Lobos were able to score 8 straight to make it a 19-16 game. But the Ladycats Coach Bailey Dorner called a timeout when the Ladycats led by 5 at 19-14, and from there Longview was only able to score 3 points as the Ladycats scored the other 6 points en route to a 25-17 set 2 win. So great response from the Ladycats volleyball team with the chance to lose set 2 to the Longview Lady Lobos, and they continue to fight as we've seen so often this season. And now they're going to look to carry that momentum into set 3 as they look to sweep the Longview Lady Lobos here at the Sulphur Springs High School main gym on the first day of October, October 1st. So that's the timer, folks. We're about ready to get action underway here in set 3 as the JV team, or perhaps that's maybe the freshman team, are getting ready to get up and go change, getting ready for their contest, which will come up after this. But the Ladycats volleyball team again lead 2-0, and serving is number 13, Mariah Thompson. Hurst comes in for the dig. Hammock with the set. Dugan comes in for the kill attempt, but Dodd is able to get the dig after the block attempt from Longview. Another block from Longview, but another great second attempt by Sulphur Springs. Hammock gets it across the net. Libero Alexander. Oh, Dugan gets a nice kill. The first point for Sulphur Springs coming out of the timeout goes to the Ladycats. Oh, you love to see that. That is the first time we are in set 3, and that is the first time the Ladycats volleyball team have scored the first point to begin a set. Serving is Paris Pickett. Libero Alexander gets a nice dig, powerful dig too. Burnside gets the block attempt. Oh, and both Addison Roll and Griffin Burnside caught looking there as the ball just fell right in between them, and not harmlessly there as Longview scored a point. So the score is all tied up at 1-all. Serving again, serving this time is number 8, Brianna Converse. Hammock with a nice set that almost clears out of bounds, and Burnside is able to get the ball over the net. She tries to get the kill attempt, but Libero Alexander is able to keep the ball up. Ooh, not a great attack attempt there from Longview, and it goes clear out of bounds, and the second it kind of started heading that direction, I knew that was going to be a point for Sulphur Springs, and it is as such, as the Ladycats are able to retake the lead at 2-1. So 2 of 3 coming out of the timeout in between sets 2 and 3 to begin set 3. Those 2 out of 3 points have been scored by Sulphur Springs. Serving for the Ladycats is Molly Maker. Nice low dig there from Longview to keep the ball up, and it falls right in the hole of the defense for Sulphur Springs. So another point for Longview. The score is tied up. Second tie here in set 3, this time at 2-2. That is only the 4th time this entire match has, an ace there from Longview as the ball barely skipped the net and was able to get on the Sulphur Springs side of the court before falling to the ground. So point for Longview, they lead 2-3. As I was mentioning, that is only the 4th tie here in the entire match, as Sulphur Springs has been able to take this game pretty easily through 2 sets. And that goes clear out of bounds from Longview, so it will be a point for Sulphur Springs. 5th tie here in this match in 3 sets at 3-3. That is the 3rd time set 3 has tied up. And serving for the Ladycats after they were able to get the point is the setter, number 4, Peyton Hammock. And she put a little too much oomph in that ball as it goes clean into the net. Another point for Longview. They retake the lead. Yes, they retake the lead at 4-3. They just led moments ago at 3-2 after Sulphur Springs was able to get the point. And serving for Longview is number 6, Anna Skinner. Molly Maker with a... I was about to say Molly Maker with a nice dig that was able to clear the net, but a powerful kill from Longview there is able to amount to points for the Longview Lady Lobos. Their biggest lead here in set 3. They lead by 2 at 5-3. Serving again is Anna Skinner. High arching serve that clears the net. Burnside tries to get the kill. It's rejected by Longview. And wow, a nice set there from Peyton Hammock to allow Kinsley Smallwood to make something out of it. And after it crosses the net and goes to the Longview side, they send the ball well below the net. Another point for Sulphur Springs. They trail by 1 here at 3-4. So we'll see what Burnside can do here after the Ladycats are able to get the point. Put it in at 1. Molly Maker with a diving dig. Castlin Hurley going in for the kill. It goes into the rafters. Wow, I was about to say a point for Sulphur Springs, but instead they'll let the ball play out. Hammock with the set. Castlin Hurley comes in for the kill, but it goes clear out of bounds. A point for Longview. Back to a 2-point lead for the Lady Lobos. This time at 4-6. And nice set of events there for the Ladycats volleyball team to keep the ball in play and try and make something out of nothing, but instead Longview was able to cash in and get some points. They lead by 2 here in set 3, 6-4. Hammock with the set. Kinsley Smallwood tries to get a powerful kill, but Paris Pickett with the dig, set, and it gets the ball clear of the net. Alexander, the libero for Longview, able to keep the ball up. Ooh. But it goes clear past Molly Maker. Another point for the Lady Lobos. They lead by 3 at 4-7. Nice heads-up play there by Longview, and some great energy we're seeing from the Lady Lobos here in set 3 as they're down big, 2-0. Serving for the Lady Lobos after that point is Fatima. Troer clears across the net on the serve. Hammock with the set. Kinsley Smallwood tries to get the kill, but 2 Lady Lobos are there for the dig at a set, and it's able to clear the net. Dugan tries to get the kill, and she gets it. But instead, the point is awarded to the Longview Lady Lobos. Looks like a call for the 2-handed violation there, and the Ladycats facing their biggest deficit that they faced all night at 4 points. They trail 8-4 here in set 3 with a chance to sweep the Longview Lady Lobos. Paris Pickett gets the ball clear over the net, and it manages to fall in line on the far sideline right next to the Longview bench. A point for Sulphur Springs. They trail by 3 here at 5-8. It breaks a streak of 3 straight points scored by the Longview Lady Lobos. They were able to build a 4-point lead at 8-4, but Paris Pickett kill results in a point for the Ladycats. They trail by 3 here in set 3, 8-5. Hurst will see what she can do here. That's Lainey Hurst. She gets the ball clear over the net. Libero Alexander is able to come in for the low dig, but Sulphur Springs gets the point as Longview is called for the 2-handed violation. Has 2-point deficit, 2 straight points for the Ladycats, and they trail 6-8 in set 3. Serving again for the 2nd straight time for the Ladycats is Lainey Hurst. Nice dig there from Longview. Skinner with the set. And wow, the ball falls to the ground. The libero for Longview, Amira Alexander, just could not get there in time. And another point for Sulphur Springs makes it 3 straight for the Ladycats here at home versus the Longview Lady Lobos. They trail by 1 here in set 3, 8-7. Serving for the 4th straight time is Lainey Hurst. Hurst gets the ball clear over. Libero comes in for the dig. Nice set there from Skinner. Powerful attack incoming. That falls right at the side of the feet of Paris Pickett. Another point for Longview. Breaks the streak up 3 straight for the Ladycats volleyball team, as Longview leads 9-7. That's 2 streaks of 3 straight points for both teams. Most recently, the Ladycats volleyball team, and before that, Longview. Powerful serve there, but a nice dig from Paris Pickett. Wall comes in for the kill attempt, but Converse is able to keep the ball up. Skinner with the set, and a powerful kill, or at least a kill attempt, as Sulphur Springs is able to get the block, and Longview tries to send the ball back over, but it goes into the net. A point for Sulphur Springs. They trail by 1 again at 8-9. So serving is A.J. Dodd for the Ladycats. Skinner with the set. And that almost falls to the ground for Longview. But instead, looks like, I believe a Longview player was past the line when they tried to hit the ball. The Longview coach having a word with the line coach or perhaps with their players. As the Ladycats volleyball team have tied things up, 9-all. And the libero, Amira Alexander, not many errors on her side, and I think even the coach for Longview had to call a timeout as she knew what was happening is just not good for her players. As the Ladycats volleyball team take the lead at 10-9 going into a Longview timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them, and when we return, we'll see if the Sulphur Springs Ladycats can't complete the sweep of the Longview Lady Lobos. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the main gym here at Sulphur Springs High School as we've got Ladycats volleyball here in their 6th district contest. So after tonight, they will be halfway through district play. And boy, they look like a team on a mission here tonight after their Tuesday loss in Hallsville to the Ladycats at Bobcat Coliseum as they lead 2-0 and just retook the lead at 10-9. Ooh, and just narrowly made it inbounds from Longview. And so the first point coming out of the Sulphur Springs timeout is scored by Longview. And set 3 is tied at 10-10. That is the 5th time set 3 has tied, and that's far more than the match total because prior to set 3 there were only 2 ties in this entire game. Ooh, and it was a nice attempt there from Messiah Dugan to try and get the points, but she sent it out of bounds, so a point for Longview. They retake the lead at 11-10. So 2 straight points for Longview coming out of the timeout as a serving error from Mariah Thompson goes into the net. A point for Sulphur Springs. Score is tied up again at 11-11. That is the 6th time set 3 has tied up, and that is the 8th tie total. So set 3 really making this match a lot closer than probably the Ladycats were expecting. As a nice kill there for the Ladycats results in a point for Sulphur Springs. They retake the lead at 12-11. Set 3 becoming the one back and forth affair between these two teams as Sulphur Springs, again, was really cruising through 2 sets. Ooh, and it was a nice attempt from Madison Wall to keep the ball in play, but just not a great chain of events for the Ladycats volleyball team besides that, so will be a point for Longview, tied up again at 12-all. So Longview serving. A.J. Dodd with a powerful dig that goes clear out of bounds. Another point for Longview. They lead 13-12. Serving again is Converse for Longview. And that's another point for Longview as Paris Pickett's dig goes clear out of bounds. 2 straight points for Longview, 3 straight for Longview, and they lead by 2 at 14-12 here in set 3. So Coach Bailey Dorner, her squad, in danger of failing at their sweep attempt of Longview. Ooh, and that kill I could see from a mile away as the Sulphur Springs Ladycats gave up a powerful kill attempt to Longview. 4 straight points for Longview. The Ladycats volleyball team trailing by 3 here in set 3 at 15-12. Preparing to serve for Longview again is number 8, Brianna Converse. Lady Lobos sending it across. Powerful attack there. Burnside tries to come in for the kill, but it's rejected by number 1, Jaquela Morrow. And sent right back to the sender, so another point for Longview. And Coach Bailey Dorner has no choice but to call a timeout as their team once led by as much as 3 at one point. But now they trail by 4 here in set 3. So we're going to take a timeout with these two teams. And when we return, we'll have Ladycats volleyball here in set 3 coming right up. Welcome back to the main gym here at Sulphur Springs High School as the Ladycats volleyball team are trying their best to fight back here in set 3 as they trail by 4. And fresh out of coming out of the Sulphur Springs timeout, the Ladycats volleyball team are able to get a point from Brooklyn Burnside. And the point makes it a 3-point deficit for Coach Bailey Dorner's squad here at home as they're trying to complete the sweep of the Longview Lady Lobos. But Longview not going out without a fight here in set 3 as they lead by 3. Serving is Molly Maker. She gets the ball clear over, but the libero for Longview, Amira Alexander, digs the ball clean out of bounds. Another point for Sulphur Springs. 2 straight coming out of the timeout. They trail by 2 here, 16-14. Serving for the second straight time is Molly Maker. She gets the ball clear over, and just narrowly misses the back line, so it will be a point for Longview. That's the first point for the Lady Lobos coming out of the Sulphur Springs timeout, and it breaks the streak of 2 straight points the Ladycats have scored over Longview. So Longview leading 17-14. And wow, nice dig there from A.J. Dodd. Burnside gets the kill. Well, I said Burnside gets the kill. I meant to say she was going for the kill, but didn't matter because she got the kill anyway. So another point for Sulphur Springs. They trail by 2 here at 15-17. So can Coach Bailey Dorner's squad make the comeback and complete the sweep of the Longview Lady Lobos? We're going to find out here shortly as Peyton Hammock look to make it a 1-point deficit coming up. Nice dig there. Even better set. Powerful kill attempt coming in, but the block attempt, the block from Castlin Hurley and Brooklyn Burnside results in Sulphur Springs points. They trail by 1 now. Excellent resiliency from Coach Bailey Dorner's squad to fight back and put this game within 1. Hammock serving again. And they get another point. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So 2 straight points for Peyton Hammock, or I'm sorry, 2 straight aces for Peyton Hammock, and the score has tied here at 17 all. Libero tries to come in with the dig. It almost goes out of bounds. Powerful attack there from Longview as it clears the net. Brooklyn Burnside, it gets inside the line. Man, it looks like all the way that ball was going to be out of bounds, but instead it's a point for Sulphur Springs, and they retake the lead at 18-17 here in set 3. Wow. That is 4 straight points for the Ladycats volleyball team, and 6 of the last 7 coming out of the Sulphur Springs timeout. Peyton Hammock serving again. Goes straight to the libero. Brooklyn Burnside tries to get the kill, but it goes out of bounds. A point for Longview. Scores all tied up. 18 all. So after Burnside sends it clear out of bounds, serving for Longview will be number 6, Anna Skinner. Clears it. Beautiful arch from her. Burnside gets the kill. I don't even have to say Burnside tries to get the kill because when she gets to be at a certain angle and elevates herself, you can kind of almost tell that it's going to be a kill from Brooklyn Burnside, and very seldom does she get a kill attempt that goes out of bounds as she gets an ace. So the Ladycats leading by 2 here. And Longview coach forced to call a timeout as this has really shifted on her team. Her team led by 4 just mere moments ago at 16-12, but now the Ladycats volleyball team lead 20-18 here in set 3 as Coach Bailey Dorner's squad looks to complete the 3-set sweep over the Longview Lady Lobos. We're going to take a quick timeout, and when we return, we'll see if Sulphur Springs can complete the sweep of Longview. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the main gym here at Sulphur Springs High School as the Ladycats volleyball team come out of the timeout and surrender a point to Longview. Their lead is now at 1 at 20-19. So Ladycats volleyball team looking to hold on and complete the sweep of the Longview Lady Lobos, but it won't matter because number 2, Fatima Tror, sends it straight into the net. Another point for Sulphur Springs. They lead by 2 at 21-19, so just 4 more points for the Ladycats, and they will get the sweep of the Longview Lady Lobos. Seeing if they can't put it within 3 of the winning would be Lainey Hurst, number 6. She sends it over. Nice dig there from number 2. Drawer. Wow, a powerful attack there from Longview. Addison Wall looks to get the kill, but it goes straight over to the libero, Alexander. Nice set there by Skinner, and Castlin Hurley is right there for the dig. Messiah Dugan tries to surprise him with the free pass, but it does not work. Longview keeping the ball in play, and Castlin Hurley digs the ball straight out of bounds. A point for Longview. Their deficit is back at 1 at 21-20. So Longview Lady Lobos, if they're going to surrender the loss to the Sulphur Springs Ladycats, and if they're going to surrender the loss to the Ladycats in 3 sets, they're not going to do it without a hard, tough fight. And you're seeing it here late in set 3 as they trail 21-20. So we've got a Longview player, that's number 2, Fatima Tror. Tying her shoes real quick. Got a quick substitution from Longview. And serving for the Lady Lobos is number 10, Lyric Shaw. Haven't seen a whole lot of Shaw here in this game. And she will be serving for Longview. Clears the net easily. Paris Pickett with the dig. Castlin Hurley tries to surprise him with the kill, but Addison Wall is able to get the ball back with the dig. Hammock tries to surprise him with the backwards free pass. Wow, and it goes straight to Hammock. A point for Longview. This game has tied at 21 all. So Coach Bailey Dorner's team very much so in danger of giving up set 3 and allowing Longview to take set 3, which would force a set 4 if the Ladycats volleyball team want to win here on their home court versus the Longview Lady Lobos. Tied 21 all, serving again is Shaw. Nice set there from Peyton Hammock to keep the ball inbounds. Powerful hit coming in for Longview. That looks like maybe 4 hits, but instead it falls to the ground in the space of the defender, so will be a point for Longview. They retake the lead at 22-21. So Coach Bailey Dorner forced to call a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them as they're looking to potentially hold on and complete the 3-set sweep over the Longview Lady Lobos. We'll find out if that comes to fruition here in just a moment. Welcome back to the main gym here at Sulphur Springs High School as we've got Ladycats volleyball in a tight set 3 with the Longview Lady Lobos. The Lady Lobos lead 22-21 as the Sulphur Springs Ladycats trying to complete the 3-match sweep of the Longview Lady Lobos. A nice heads-up attempt there from Longview to keep the ball in play. Paris Pickett with a powerful dig. Messiah Dugan going in for the kill. But wow, nice heads-up play there from Shaw to keep the ball up. Clear out of bounds. Point for Sulphur Springs. Coming out of the timeout, timeout called by Coach Bailey Dorner and her squad. And they're able to get the first point to tie the game up at 22 all. This has been a very tough game between these two teams, and especially here in set 3, as this match is now tied up 11 different times here in set 3. Wow, nice attempt there from Sulphur Springs to keep the ball in play, but instead the point is awarded to Longview. The Ladycats called for some kind of violation, so the Lady Lobos leading 23-22 here in set 3. Very much so in danger of going the Lady Lobos' way. Serving is Converse. I'm sorry, that's Thompson. Dugan going in for the kill. And I think that was a 4 violation, but they're going to let the ball play on. Addison Wall trying to get the kill, and she gets it. And man, they needed that point from Addison Wall right now as the game has yet again tied up at 23 all. This is the 12th tie here in set 3. Wow, Alexander with a dig. Wow, and surprising Dodd there with a heads-up play that gives the Longview Lady Lobos 1 point and puts them just within 1 point of taking set 3, 24-23. The Lady Lobos lead here in set 3. The Sulphur Springs Ladycats, if they can somehow manage to get 3 of the next, well, they really need 3 points if they want to win here, as Lady Lobos now lead 24-23. Sulphur Springs, Paris Pickett sends the ball over the net. Converse with the set. And wow, a nice block attempt from the Sulphur Springs Ladycats to get the point just when they needed it. Tied 24 all. This game is coming down to the final point, just as it did Tuesday in Hallsville versus the Ladycats. But the Sulphur Springs Ladycats hoping for a better result here than Tuesday's match when they lost in Hallsville. Ladycats tied up the game 24 all. Libero Alexander with the dig. Wow! And the Longview Lady Lobo is able to get a point after a very quick and nice heads-up play there. To get a point, they lead 25-24. They need just 1 point again if they want to take set 3 and push this game to 4. Serving for the Longview Lady Lobos is Alexander. Paris Pickett comes in for the dig. Oh. And some miscommunication by the Sulphur Springs Ladycats there results in a Longview point. They take set 3, 26-24 over Sulphur Springs as the Longview Lady Lobos fought really hard to take set 3, but it's hard not to say that Sulphur Springs kind of gave up that set. But when we return, we'll see if the Ladycats can't win this now in 4, coming up here after a few words from our sponsors. Welcome back to the Sulphur Springs High School main gym as we've got Ladycats volleyball here in set 4 as the first point coming out of the gate is scored by the Ladycats and Paris Pickett with the ace. So 2 straight for the Ladycats, and one thing's for sure, they're going to be fighting hard here in set 4 after one could argue that they kind of gave up set 3 there. But then again, that'd be discrediting the effort the Longview Lady Lobos demonstrated to fight back and not allow the sweep versus the Sulphur Springs Ladycats here at the main gym. Serving again is Paris Pickett. Nice dig there. Oh my goodness, another dig goes way backwards for Sulphur Springs. And Paris Pickett tried to come back around to it, but kind of hung around the rafters of the basketball hoop, so will be a point for Longview. Their first point here in set 4, sorry. They trailed 2-1 in set 4. Serving for the first time for Longview is, well, I was going to say number 8, Brianna Converse, serving for the first time here in set 4, but I guess they call it no play on that last one, so will stay a 2-0 game here in set 4. Paris Pickett serving again, and wow, a weird dig there from Longview, but not called for the violation. Burnside going in for the kill, and she gets it. So a point for Sulphur Springs after the reversal. The Ladycats lead by 3 here, 3-0. Serving again, Paris Pickett. The libero, incredibly valuable asset to Coach Bailey Dorner and her program. She provides so much leadership, not even to mention all the talent that she possesses. And A.J. Dodd got a little quiplash on the quick hit there from Longview. A point for the Lady Lobos. They trail by 2 here in set 4, 3-1. Serving for the Lady Lobos is Converse. This will be her first serve here in set 4. Goes straight to Paris Pickett with the dig. Burnside fakes the kick, but Wall with too much mustard on that hit, and it goes just about to the serving line. A point for Longview. They trail by 1 at 3-2. 2 straight points for the Lady Lobos. Serving again, Converse. Hurst with the high dig. Hammock with the set. And ooh, Paris Pickett just narrowly hits the ball out of bounds, and I'm glad I'm not the referee because I would have called that in. But all tied up at 3-all. A.J. Dodd with the dive and dig. Hammock with the set, and Wall gets it over. It looks like maybe that ball might have fallen to the ground, but Sulphur Springs able to respond, but Longview got another point. They lead 4-3. Well, after the hot start from Coach Bailey Dorner's team, in which they were able to score 3 straight at the beginning of set 4, the Lady Lobos have now scored 4 straight of their own, so they lead 4-3. Serving again is Converse. Dig there from Dodd, set by Hammock, and it is rejected by Jaquela Morrow as Brooklyn Burnside tried to catch him sleeping, but Morrow just sent it right back over. It fell to the floor. A point for Longview. That is 5 straight for the Lady Lobos. They lead by 2, 5-3. Clear out of bounds. A point for Sulphur Springs. That'll break the streak of 5 straight points for the Lady Lobos as they trailed 3-0, then came back to score. Yes. They trailed by 3. They scored 5 straight, and then Sulphur Springs finally was able to get one, so they trail by 1 now at 4-5. Serving is Molly Maker. Goes straight to the dig. Powerful hit incoming, but Molly Maker is able to surprise him. Burnside with the sky hook over the net. Burnside with the kill. A nice block there from Brooklyn Burnside. Results in a point for Sulphur Springs. We are all tied up at 5-all. The second tie here in the set. And Molly Maker serving again. And number 11 there for the Lady Lobos. Kira Taylor just palmed the ball. Sends it straight into the ground. I wish I could visualize it for all you people at home, but wasn't the cleanest hit, so it will be a point for Sulphur Springs. They lead 6-5. Molly Maker serving again. And number 11 would not be rejected on that dig, but still called for the 2-handed violation by the setter, so it will be another point for Sulphur Springs. 2 quick ones by the Ladycats, and they lead 7-5. Serving, yet again, is Maker. She gets the ball clear over. Ooh, and a nice heads-up play there from Brooklyn Burnside to get another point for the Ladycats. They lead 8-5. And timeout caught on the court, so we'll take a timeout with them as Longview in the same position they were here in set 3, trailing 8-5. And when we return, we'll see if the Sulphur Springs Ladycats can't beat the Longview Lady Lobos in 4, or if Longview will continue to fight. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the main gym here at Sulphur Springs High School here in set 4, as the Sulphur Springs Ladycats are trying to beat the Longview Lady Lobos in set 4. Molly Maker serving again for Sulphur Springs. Weird dig there, even weirder set, but they're able to clear the net. Looks like maybe that ball might have a chance to go out of bounds, but Kinsley Smallwood gets the kill. Didn't matter, as Kinsley Smallwood is able to get her first points here in set 4. And they needed it, as they lead by 4 here in set 4, 9-5. Serving again is Molly Maker. She sends it clear into the net. A point for Longview. The deficit is 3 again for the Lady Lobos. They trail 9-6 here in set 4. And so serving after the serving error from Molly Maker will be the libero for Longview. Number 4, Amira Alexander. Alexander sends it over. Dodd with a nice dig. Hammock sets. Burnside coming in for the kill, and she gets it. So back to a 4-point lead for the Sulphur Springs Ladycats after the kill from Brooklyn Burnside. A 10-6 lead for the Ladycats here on their home court. And seeing if she can't extend it will be Peyton Hammock serving for Sulphur Springs. Clear over. Nice dig there. Even better set. Coming in for the attack. But Molly Maker with a nice diving dig. And Burnside sends it straight into the libero, Alexander, for another Ladycat point. They lead by 5, 11-6. And I believe, yes, that is the biggest lead the Ladycats volleyball team have had here in set 4, as I believe that was, yes, number 8, Brianna Converse digs it straight over to the Longview bench. Another point for Sulphur Springs. 3 straight points for the Ladycats. They lead 12-6. Serving for Sulphur Springs is number 4, senior and setter, Peyton Hammock. Sends the ball clean over. Alexander, the libero, with a dig. And a nice heads-up dig there. But wow, a very impressive heads-up play there from Sulphur Springs to get the ball over the net when it looked like it really didn't have a chance. Molly Maker with the impressive dig. Powerful at that. Castlin Hurley kind of floats the ball over the net. Number 3 looks to be going for the kill, but Paris Pickett says, no, sir, I got the digs. Can you dig it? Because Brooklyn Burnside just got the points. Leading by 7 here in set 4, as Sulphur Springs looks to avoid what happened in set 3, as they couldn't hold on to win set 3 versus the Longview Lady Lobos, but they've got a 7-point lead here in set 4 as Hammock sends the ball over. And maybe number 14 for Longview, Janiyah Green, should have just let that ball go, because if she had, that ball probably would have been out of bounds. Another point for Longview, but instead it's another point for Sulphur Springs. That's 8 straight for Sulphur Springs as they lead 14-6. Serving again is Hammock, but she sends it into the net. A point for Longview. So it is a 7-point deficit yet again for the Lady Lobos here in set 4. They trail 14-7, and looks like serving for Longview will be, yes, number 6, Anna Skinner. Sends the ball clean over. A beautiful arch she's got on her serve. Burnside looks like she's going for kill, but libero Alexander trying to make something. Skinner sends it over. Nice job there from Longview to keep the ball. Burnside tries to get the kill, but it's rejected by Longview. Another point for the Lady Lobos. That's 2 straight. And they trail by 6 here in set 4 at 14-8. Paris Pickett goes to retrieve the ball before handing it right back to the server yet again for Longview, number 6, Anna Skinner. Another beautiful arch. Molly Maker with the dig. Hammock with the set. Paris Pickett sends it over, and she gets the kill. We don't see a whole lot of kills from Paris Pickett just because she is such a valuable asset to this team, and more often than not trying to get the ball into position for another hitter like, say, Brooklyn Burnside or, per se, a Messiah Dugan, both on the court right now. But, wow, the Longview Lady Lobos trying to make something out of nothing, as it looks like it was clearly going out of bounds, but they're able to get the ball over. Castlin Hurley goes for the kill. It goes clean into the net on the attack attempt from Longview. Another point for Sulphur Springs. They lead by 8 again at 16-8. And the 8-point lead for the Sulphur Springs Ladycats here on their home court forces the Longview coach to call a timeout. So we're going to take a timeout with them. And when we return, we'll see if the Sulphur Springs Ladycats can't finish this game out here in set 4. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the main gym here at Sulphur Springs High School as the Ladycats volleyball team looking to finish off the 4-game victory, or the 4-set victory versus the Longview Lady Lobos, but Longview not going out without a fight as they won set 3. Kenzie Smallwood tries to get the kill, but it goes out of bounds. The Sulphur Springs Ladycats sideline arguing that it was tipped by a Longview player, but referees do not rule as such. So coming out of the Longview timeout, the first point scored is by the Lady Lobos. They trail by 7 here, 16-9. Serving for Longview, Stror. Nice dig there from Kinsley Smallwood. Even better set by Hammock. Paris Pickett going in for the kill, but it goes straight over to their libero, Alexander. Powerful attack coming, but Molly Maker with an even better dig. Kinsley Smallwood going for a powerful attack, and she gets the kill. So Longview's able to get a point coming out of the timeout, but Kinsley Smallwood gets a point of her own for the Ladycats volleyball team. And that's, again, one straight for each team coming out of the Longview timeout. The Ladycats lead by 8 again, 17-9. So serving now for the Sulphur Springs Ladycats is number 6, Lainey Hurst. Hurst goes in for the attack, but it goes straight into the net. Another point for Longview. So after the serving error from Lainey Hurst, it will be Longview's turn to serve. And after some brief substitutions from Longview, they are about set to get the action back underway. And I believe serving now is number 11, yes, Kira Taylor. And she sends the ball clear over. Dugan with a quick-headed dig that clears the net. 13 going in for a powerful attack, but Lainey Hurst is there for the dig. Hammock sets it, passing Hurley, but the Longview Lady Lobos get the point on a two-handed violation from the Ladycats. So 2 straight points for Longview, and that's 3 of 4 coming out of the Longview timeout. So a 6-point lead for Sulphur Springs, and serving again is Taylor. Hurst with the dig. Hammock sets. Wall tries to get the kill, but it goes quite literally into the center of the net. So will be another point for Longview. That is the 3rd straight and the 4th of 5 coming out of the Longview timeout. So this set looking like it could go the way of the 3rd set if the Sulphur Springs Ladycats aren't careful. Kira Taylor serves again for Longview. Hurst with the dig. Dugan tries to get the kill, but it goes into the top of the net. So man, last 2 sets have not ended all too hot for the Sulphur Springs Ladycats as they look in danger of giving up set 4 at almost the same tune they did in set 3. Serving again for Longview is Taylor. Hurst comes in for the dig. Wald with the set, and Dugan sends it over. Nice diving dig there from Longview, set by Skinner. But Paris Pickett gets the dig. Hammock sets. And the kill attempt by Castlin Hurley is rejected by Longview. Another point for the Lady Lobos, a 3-point deficit for Longview. And Sulphur Springs has to call a timeout because, again, it looks like set 4 could go the way of set 3 if they aren't careful, in danger of losing set 4 and forcing this to go to a 5th set. They'll be trying to avoid that when we come back from the timeout here in just a moment. Welcome back to the main gym here at Sulphur Springs High School as the Ladycats volleyball team looking to win this in 4. And it looks like maybe that would have been a 2-handed violation on Longview, but it's not called. They let it play out. Paris Pickett gets it across the net. Skinner sets it, and they get the hole in the defense. And the Sulphur Springs Ladycats are really in danger here. As here in set 4, they led at one point 16-8 and 17-9. But now Longview has stormed back to within 2 at 17-15. Dugan with the dig. Hammock sets. Castlin Hurley tries to get the points. Out of bounds. Another point for Longview. So wow, this game has really gotten away from Sulphur Springs here in the last 2 sets, as they only lead by 1 here, 17-16 here in set 4, when they led as much by 8 at 2 different points. In fact, 3 different points. Dugan tries to get the kill, and finally Sulphur Springs can get some points. because, man, they have been struggling recently. Last points they scored were the second point coming out of the Longview timeout, in which they led 17-9. But since then, they've only scored 1 point, and as a result, Longview has been able to storm back to put it within 2 again at 18-16. Dodd serving. Longview almost sends it out of bounds, but Skinner is able to get it over. Dodd digs. Hammock sets. Dugan comes in for the kill, but Dodd with the dig. And Paris Pickett tries to surprise him, sends it over. Skinner. Another point for Longview. This game is quickly deteriorating for the Sulphur Springs Ladycats. As Longview gets another point, they put it back within 1. They trail 18-17. And serving for Longview after the point will be number 13, Mariah Thompson. Hurst digs. And some nice heads-up play there by Sulphur Springs to try and get the ball over, but number 14, Janiyah Green, sends the ball well under the net. Another point for Sulphur Springs, so finally starting to find their way on offense, especially here late as Longview has really stormed back again. Paris Pickett serves, and a nice dig there. Even better set. Are they going to get it across the net? They do. Wow, a lot of times Longview balls have been dug out of bounds just for Sulphur Springs to, just for Longview to be able to send it back over, and Sulphur Springs again with an error, and another point for Longview. They trail 19-18 here in set 4. So one thing's for sure, if Sulphur Springs wants to win here in this match, they really should try and do it here in set 4, as Longview has really found some answers late. And Peyton Hammock tries to surprise him with this kind of a sky hook over the net, but it doesn't work. And Brooklyn Burnside, for one of the few times tonight, sends a kill into the net. The score is tied, 19-19. The first tie here in set 4. Or I'm sorry, this is the third tie here in set 4, and the first tie since the game was tied at 5-5. Burnside sends it into the net. Man, this is not great for this Lady Cat volleyball team, or perhaps I should say it's been going a lot better for the Longview Lady Lobos, as they have retaken the lead at 20-19 here in set 4, trying to force a set 5. But that goes clear out of bounds, a point for Sulphur Springs. Nice heads-up play there by A.J. Dodd to let the ball sail by her and go out of bounds back towards the serving line. Score is tied up, 20-20. The fourth tie here in set 4, and perhaps here in a moment we'll say that it couldn't have come at a better time, but we'll have to see if Molly Maker can create some separation between these two teams. She sends the ball over. Nice dig there. Even better set. And a powerful kill that goes past A.J. Dodd. A point for Longview. They have retaken the lead at 21-20. Some substitutions for Longview. And after those were made, serving for Longview will be the libero, Amira Alexander, set by Hammock, and there's the kill that the Lady Cats have been looking for, courtesy of Brooklyn Burnside, as it clears the net and gives the Lady Cats a point. They have tied it up at 21-21 on the kill from Burnside. So after the Burnside kill, will be serving for the Lady Cats, number 4, Peyton Hammock. She gets it over. Nice dig there from Longview. Lady Lobos going in for the attack. They go straight to Kinsley Smallwood. They retake the lead, 22-21. So the Sulphur Springs Lady Cats bench trying to fire up their squad the best they can, as these last 2 sets have really gotten away from them. Hammock sets it. Burnside goes in for the kill, and she gets it. Man, did the Lady Cats need that, as they have tied it up again at 22 all. And that is the 6th tie here in set 4. And serving after the kill will be Burnside. And it goes into the net. So another point for Longview gives the Lady Lobos a 23-22 lead. So very similar to how it was in the last set, the Longview Lady Lobos have stormed back to potentially put this game to a 5th set and really endanger the Sulphur Springs Ladycats of giving them their 2nd straight loss. We'll find out when we come back from the timeout if Sulphur Springs can somehow come from behind and win in 4 here, or if perhaps it'll have to come in 5. Welcome back to the main gym here at Sulphur Springs High School as the Ladycats volleyball team are trying the best they can to potentially try and not let this game go to 5 sets. And thankfully, Kinsley Smallwood was able to come in and get a desperately needed point for the Ladycats volleyball team as the score has yet again tied up, 23-all. And again, they needed it desperately as, again, the Lady Lobos, as I mentioned before going to our commercial timeout, have won set 3 and are in danger of winning set 4, pushing this game to a 5th set. Ladycats volleyball team desperately trying to avoid 2 straight 5-game sets. Wow. And they surprise the Longview Lady Lobos, just surprising this Ladycat defense, exploiting the holes on their defense as they get another point, and they are just 1 point away from forcing this game to 5 sets after the Ladycats led 2 sets to none. And I can't express enough how fired up this Longview side is, and the Sulphur Springs side has gone quiet, especially here in set 4. Serving is Thompson. I'm sorry, that's Taylor. Hammock sets it. Wall tries to get the kill, but wow, Longview able to stay on their toes. Caslin Hurley tries to catch him with the kill, and she gets it. So another desperately needed tie here in set 4 as Caslin Hurley is able to get the kill, tied up at 24-all. So the Sulphur Springs Ladycats need to get at least the next 2 points if they want to beat the Longview Lady Lobos and avoid letting this match go to 5 sets. Serving is A.J. Dodd. Beautiful arch there as it clears the net. And they try to catch the Ladycats defense by surprise, but Paris Pickett was all too ready for it. Dugan sends it over. Skinner with the set. Dugan gets the kill! And wow, did they need that? As the Ladycats retake the lead at 25-24. So the Ladycats just need 1 point if they want to get the win versus the Longview Lady Lobos. A.J. Dodd serving. Set there by Thompson. And Dodd comes in with the dig. Hammock sets. Is it going to be wrong? No, it's out of bounds. And Coach Bailey Dorner and her side wanted to argue that there was a tip there, but the refs just wouldn't have any part of it. So we are tied again at 25-all. So the Ladycats in a similar position they were just moments ago. They will need to score at least the next 2 points to win. Serving is Thompson. Dig there by Dodd. Dugan tries to catch him by surprise with the kill. She doesn't get it. Longview able to respond, but Addison Wall's able to send it over, but out of bounds. Wow, that's a tough one. As Longview gets the point, they have now taken the lead at 26-25. Now they just need 1 point to win set 4. This set 4 and set 3 as well have come down to the wire in every sense of the meaning. A.J. Dodd cuts the dig. Hammock sets. Wall tries to get the kill. It doesn't work. Longview keeps it up. And they try to catch the defense by surprise. Hurst comes in for the dig. Hammock sets. Will it be Wall? No. Longview keeps it up. Nice set there. But number 2 sends it over. Dodd, dig. Hammock, set. Wall. Kill attempt. But Dodd sends it on her side of the court. It's a point for Longview. The Longview Lady Lobos, after trailing 2 sets to none, have pushed this game to 5 sets. And boy, I cannot stress enough how worried that Sulphur Springs side of the court is. And it has been a tough chain of events the last 2 sets, as even though the Ladycats have fought as hard as they could, they still have given up 2 straight sets to the Longview Lady Lobos to tie the game up 2-all. When we return from a timeout, we will get ready for a very tense set 5 here in the Sulphur Springs High School main gym. We'll be back. Welcome back to the main gym here at Sulphur Springs High School, and boy, can I tell you, the mood has shifted in this gym. Elation and excitement moved from one side of the court to the other as the Sulphur Springs Ladycats dominated sets 1 and 2 to take a 2-0 lead. Huge. So all they needed was to get 1 set win. They kind of let set 3 get away from them. And set 4, the Longview Lady Lobos just will not quit, tying it up 2 sets 2 sets for both teams as it's coming down to a 15-point set 5. Serving for the first time is Longview, and that's number 13, Thompson. Dugan tries to get the scoring started, but wow, nice heads-up play there, and a nice dig. Wow, a diving dig there from Paris Pickett to get the ball in play, and Peyton Hammock sends it over. Longview tries to surprise them with a quick hit, but Peyton Hammock does the exact same. Longview keeps it up. And Paris Pickett with the kind of squatting dig there. Wall looks like she's going in for the kill, but it's rejected by Longview. Will Wall get it this time? Yes, she will. Nice job there from Addison Wall to keep her wits about her and to get the point for the Ladycats. And boy, have they needed it, as they were able to tie it up a bunch at the end of set 4. But to get the first point here in a set 5 that only the victor can win 15 points or perhaps more is huge. Hammock setting. Burnside gets the kill. 2 straight points for the Ladycats. And boy, they need to keep it up, because what we've seen from the Longview Lady Lobos in the last 2 sets, this is not a 2 and 3 team. And it falls to the ground, an ace from Paris Pickett. And as a result, the Longview coach has no choice but to call a timeout, as set 5 just got underway and the Ladycats scored 3 straight coming out of the break. So we're going to take a timeout with those teams, and when we return, we'll see if the Ladycats can't keep their pedal to the metal and take this game in the 5th set. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the main gym as we've just resumed action here in set 5. Hammock is setting, and Wall tries to clear it, but it just narrowly makes the back line. Another point for the Ladycats. So scoring has been going pretty well for the Ladycats here at set 5, and Coach Bailey Dorner saving her excitement for post-game, as she knows all too well, just as everyone else does in this gym, that the Ladycats still managed to give up 2 sets after leading big. So they really need to keep their wits about them at the beginning of set 5 and keep it up. Paris Pickett with the dive. Wall gets the ball over the court, and it results in a Ladycat point. Wow. That looked like a possession that was going to end with a Longview point all the way, but instead Sulphur Springs able to somehow make something out of nothing and get a point. So they lead big 5-0 here in set 5, and they need to keep it up if they want to make sure that they are not in danger of giving up set 5 as well. And Longview's able to get their first point of the set on a powerful kill from a Lady Lobo. I believe that was, number 7. Camry Duffy who got the kill on that one. So the first point for Longview will result in the first serve for the Lady Lobos, and serving is Converse. Diving dig there from Pickett. Burnside tries to get the kill, and she does after the Longview block attempt goes out of bounds. Another point for Sulphur Springs. They lead 6-1. Some substitutions for the Ladycats coming in now, as Addison Wall comes out. Lainey Hurst comes out, and coming in is Molly Maker. And yes, Kinsley Smallwood. Serving is Maker, and it just clears the net. Libero is able to send it back over with a powerful dig. Kinsley Smallwood tries to get the kill, and she gets it. All smiles from the Smallwood there, as another point for Sulphur Springs gives them a 6.7-1 lead here in set 5, as Longview calls another timeout, fearing that this could be the set where it all comes to an end. We'll find out here after timeout. Be right back. Welcome back to the main gym here at Sulphur Springs High School, as the Ladycats volleyball team are here in set 5 with a 6-point lead, leading 7-1 in a 5th set, their second 5-set match in a week. And Molly Maker tries to, and Brooklyn Burnside is called for the reaching violation. Yeah, it's a tough one there. I kind of had my doubts the second that she went up for it that wasn't going to be called against her, and it was. So another point for Longview. They trail by 5, 7-2. Serving for the Lady Lobos is the libero, Amira Alexander. She gets the ball clean over. Pickett comes in for the dig. Burnside with the kill attempt, but it goes into the net. Another point for Longview. That's 2 straight coming out of the timeout, and they trail by 4 here, 7-3. Serving again is Alexander. Clears it. Pickett gets the dig. Hammock sets. Burnside tries to get the kill. Clean into the net from a Longview attack. So another point for Sulphur Springs, back up to a 5-point game at 8-3. So after the powerful kill from Brooklyn Burnside, serving is Peyton Hammock. Just narrowly clears the net. Number 3 going in for a powerful attack. Goes clean out of bounds. Another point for the Ladycats. They lead 9-3. A 6-point lead yet again for Sulphur Springs. And, well, I almost said they only need 6 points, but that kind of came back to bite them in the last 2. But a Longview serve does not clear the net. It goes straight into the far poles, so it will be a point for Sulphur Springs, a 7-point lead at 10-3. A mere 5 points the Ladycats volleyball team needs if they want to beat the Longview Lady Lobos here in the 5th set. But as I've mentioned so many times before, especially in sets 3 and 4, this Longview Lady Lobo team never quitting, never surrendering, constantly fighting and persevering, and it's worked really well for them in sets 3 and 4, as even though they trailed big in both sets, they came back to win both. So with all tied 2-2, they really need to get some points here if they want to try and make set 5 something. But, wow, it looks like maybe Brooklyn Burnside and Kinsley Smallwood would get some points on the block attempt, but instead it falls on the Sulphur Springs side of the court. A point for Longview, back to a 6-point deficit for the Lady Lobos at 10-4. So after the block attempt goes awry, serving is Anna Skinner. Paris Pickett comes in with the dig, and Burnside gets the kill. Man, do they need that one. And I tell you what, when Burnside is on, she is on fire. And even though we've seen a couple of kills go into the net from her and a couple of other mental miscues from other Ladycats, able to still keep fighting and never quit. So serving is Burnside. Sends it over, and the libero Alexander sends it clean out of bounds, way past the scorer's table. Another point for Sulphur Springs, an 8-point lead here in set 4 at 12-4. Some substitutions for the Longview Lady Lobos, holding the game up here momentarily, but ready to get action underway. Burnside serving. Goes straight over to Shaw with a dig. And number 3 tries to get a powerful hit attempt, but Kinsley Smallwood sends it right back over. Heads up play there by Smallwood. But the Longview second attempt surprises the Lady Cat defense as it once again exploits the hole in their defense and results in a Lady Lobo point. Back to a 7-point deficit here in set 5 for Longview, 12-5. Serving after the Lady Lobo point is Longview player Fatima Troy. And she sends it clean over. Pickett gets the dig. Hammock sets. Smallwood elevating. And it stays in bounds for a Sulphur Springs point. So 2 more points, and Sulphur Springs will finally get the victory here over the Longview Lady Lobos, as they tried in sets 3 and 4, but just could not stay ahead and stave off this Longview Lady Lobo team, who continues to fight. And as I mentioned earlier, they are much better than their 2-3 district record may suggest. But then again, when you play in a district that's got Sulphur Springs, Hallsville, Marshall, and Texas High, it's tough to get district wins, and you're seeing it here tonight. Hurst serves. Nice low dig there, but an attempt from number 13, Mariah Thompson, to surprise the Lady Cat defense with the kind of a sky hook attack. Goes straight into the net, gives the Lady Cats a point. They lead 14-5, a mere 1 point the Lady Cats volleyball team needs if they want to emerge victorious here. Hurst serving. 8 digs, 13 sets. Paris Pickett with a powerful dig that goes sky high. Wall tries to get it here. Some powerful digs set there by Skinner. And it goes clean out of bounds. Sulphur Springs wins! Wow! Wow. That game was a real nail-biter all the way to the win, as even though the Ladycats won sets 1 and 2 in pretty dominating fashion, 25-12 and then 25-17, the Longview Lady Lobos fought all the way back, both in sets 3 and 4, to really fight back and take both sets to tie it up at 2-all. So coming into set 5, I had to wonder, since this is the fourth 5-set match the Ladycats volleyball team had played, their previous 3, the Sulphur Springs lost all 3. First in Paris on August 31st, then at home versus Texas High on September 14th, then in Tuesday at Bobcat Coliseum versus the Hallsville Ladycats. They lost that set 5, and then tonight they had another 5-set match. But luckily, they were able to get their first 5-set victory on the school year, again, of 4 attempts. And it came against the Longview Lady Lobos. And I spoke with Coach Bailey Dorner last year, and her squad was able to get a 5-set victory in Longview versus the Lady Lobos last year. And prior to that, her team had not won a 5-set match in a calendar year. So, granted, it did take 4 attempts for the Ladycats volleyball team to get a 5-set victory, and it came against the number 5 team in the district, the Longview Lady Lobos. But the Ladycats volleyball team are able to get the 5-set victory here after what some might argue kind of giving up sets 3 and 4, but not trying to discredit the Longview Lady Lobos, who, again, are much better than their now 2 and 4 district record may suggest. The Ladycats volleyball team, as Coach Bailey Dorner said after the Pine Tree victory Tuesday before last, when they swept the Pine Tree Lady Pirates, is that she doesn't have to ask her players to step up. They just kind of naturally step up, and I think we kind of saw that, especially late in the game, and that, you call so many timeouts, you can only keep stressing to your team. You got to keep fighting, you just got to keep it up and never quit all the way to the end. But when you have a Longview team that keeps fighting and keeps making it competitive all the way until the 5th set, the best thing you got to do is rely on your players like Brooklyn Burnside and some newcomers like Messiah Dugan, Peyton Hammock, and of course Caslin Hurley to really step up for your team and kind of ride that experience and that leadership and of course talent all the way to the finish. And we saw that here, as again, the Ladycats volleyball team were able to win their first 5-set match victory here in the 2021 season. It took 4 attempts, and 2 came this week. First on Tuesday in Hallsville versus the Ladycats. They lost that one. And then tonight, here at the SSHS main gym, they beat the Longview Lady Lobos in 5 to really solidify their spot as the number 4 team here in District 15 5A. And we are officially halfway through the fall 2021 district season for Coach Bailey Dorner and her Ladycats volleyball team. And they are a really good 4 and 2 in district play, with those 2 losses being to last Tuesday in Hallsville to the Ladycats. And then the September 14th 5-set classic thriller versus Texas High. So one thing that Coach Bailey Dorner's squad will definitely keep their eyes on are Texas High, Marshall, and Hallsville. And those Texas High and Marshall will both be on the road. Hallsville will be at home on October 22nd. But a really good persevering win for the Ladycats volleyball team to get the 5-set victory over the Longview Lady Lobos. The win gets them a 4 and 2 district record and increases their overall record to 18 and 12. And the Longview Lady Lobos, their max preps record says 8 and 16, but I can't really ever trust that because so many games go missing or aren't reported, or perhaps there's a COVID cancellation and it's just not even on the schedule, so it's really hard to tell. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that the Longview Lady Lobos are 2 and 4 in district, and with the win over the Longview Lady Lobos, the Ladycats are firmly in 4th place at 4 and 2 in district, and the Longview Lady Lobos are 2 and 4 in district. And we'll find out who the last team is in District 15 5A tonight when both 0 and 5 teams, the Pine Tree Lady Pirates and the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers, square off in Mount Pleasant tonight. That'll about do it for us here at the Sulphur Springs High School main gym as the Ladycats volleyball team beat the Longview Lady Lobos in a 5-set nail-biter, 3-2. And next up, the Sulphur Springs Ladycats volleyball team will be back at home to complete their 2-game homestand when they take on the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. And for those who don't know, the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers hosted the Sulphur Springs Ladycats for the Ladycats first district game on September 10th, and the Ladycats swept the Lady Tigers 3-0. So they'll no doubt be hoping for similar results on Tuesday when the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers come to town. But until then, thanks so much to our station manager, Matt Jansen, for stepping up the last few weeks and filling in for James Terry, who's been temporarily indisposed. But we thank Matt so much for stepping up over these last 2 weeks and making everything you hear possible. Shooting video, as always, for us is Doug Haston. And with your play-by-play, I'm Ross Lubinsky, and we'll see you on Tuesday when the Ladycats volleyball team are back at home to host the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers. That game will be at its normal Tuesday time for the varsity teams at 6 p.m. That'll about do it for us here at the Sulphur Springs High School main gym. So long, everybody.
Okay.